Virtual reality. Different tech companies spend their time researching and developing the future of video games through it, and many types of gamers are looking forward to a world where virtual reality gaming is commonplace. And the lead of the virtual reality arms race is a device called the Oculus Rift. Created by the company Oculus, this device is worn on the user's eyes and fully immerses the user in a 3D virtual world. It has the feel of actually being in the set location because the Rift fuses readings from a gyroscope, accelerometer, and magnetometer to evaluate head motion at 1,000 readings a second, allowing it to predict motion in pre-render images, shaving away milliseconds of latency, the period between the turn of the head and the turn of the virtual world. But amidst all the gaming hype, the Oculus Rift has potential in existing applications that go far beyond gaming. One group that is already putting Oculus Rift to good use is NASA. There's no doubt that most of us have dreamed about walking on Mars, but sadly, the reality of astronauts stepping foot on Mars is decades away, even further away for non-astronauts. However, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory has already created a virtual Mars that can be explored using the Oculus Rift and a moving platform device that allows a user to walk in place. This virtual Mars was created from a stereoscopic 360 panorama of Mars obtained from the Curiosity rover, as well as terrain imagery captured by satellites so that users can walk the red planet as if they were truly there. In addition, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory has also mapped the interior of the International Space Station for Oculus Rift exploration with the feel of zero gravity. Another field that the Oculus Rift could be applied to is the military. Before going into combat, soldiers require realistic training to prepare them, but currently, military bases can only do so much to try to provide a realistic environment. However, in 2012, the United States Army fielded the first ever fully immersive virtual simulation training system for soldiers at Fort Bragg. This system puts a squad of soldiers in a room and equips each one with a virtual reality headset attached to a backpack computer. This system is an enhancement to training rather than a replacement, but the options for training opportunities are virtually limitless with a wide variety of virtual environments and the ability to insert specific entities into the scenarios. This system allows soldiers more repetitions for practice and allows the squad to review each mission on a TV screen. Oculus Rift has potential to be used in this way if more military bases adopt this training method. Last but not least, Oculus Rift has a place in the medical field. When someone tragically loses a limb, it is a struggle to adjust to using a prosthetic one. Annette Mosel, whose research group published a paper called Virtual Reality Training for Upper Limb Prosthesis Patients, used the Rift with motion capture for her research on how virtual reality technology can be used to train and rehabilitate amputee patients receiving prosthesis. According to Mosel, no other technology offers a way to realistically mimic the real world while proving the user with an intuitive environment. Our recent medical VR training tool demonstrates this in a great way since the patient has the possibility of realistically learning how to control his prosthesis even when the prosthesis is not yet manufactured. Another serious medical problem that many face is PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder. An estimated 7.8% of Americans will experience PTSD at some point in their lives, and about 30% of the men and women who have spent time in war zones experience PTSD. Skip Rizzo, a clinical psychologist, used the Oculus Rift in his research on virtual reality therapy because of the Rift's ability to invoke strong emotions in the user. Rizzo works to implement the Rift into a variety of clinical psychology applications, most prominently enhancing what is known as exposure therapy to treat soldiers with PTSD. Instead of having the patient facing their traumatic event by closing their eyes and narrating what they imagine as their traumatic situation as is normally done, clinicians can now use real-time control over every aspect of the simulation, from the time of day, weather conditions, and even ambient sound to create simulations from a variety of experiences. And by pacing the exposure in a much more controlled fashion, clinicians can control the progression of therapy. In conclusion, the technology of virtual reality itself opens a world of possibilities, and Oculus Rift is a device for the job, whatever the job may be. Instead of seeing it as just an immersive 3D gaming experience, let's take full potential of this technology and understand that Oculus Rift can be an immersive 3D anything experience that can solve various problems.